Now, what I'll point out here is we've got a couple of filters set here on the left. And as you saw, each time you set a filter, your working set of data will typically drop, right? Because we're cutting out certain things and we're focusing in on certain areas or parts of the process that we're keen on. So this is always going to be, this orange bar is always going to be representative of what we've got within our current working set of analysis. Now, you can imagine this list of filters can get pretty long and pretty specific. And so what we have the ability to do is save these filters as a set of data. Okay. One thing I'll show you, you have the ability to select on the filters and get more detailed look at or description as to what filters we have saved. So in this case, I've got two filters set. One was on path analysis, two specific paths. These are the timelines that came out of that. Then secondarily, I've got a filter that was set based on the agent being Carrie Ann McDonough. Now, some functionality built in here. You've got the ability to clear out these filters, save it as a new set, and so on. I can also look at the flip side of this. So the opposite of this filter. So if I say, yeah, that's interesting, here's Carrie Ann, but let's say I want to look at everybody but Carrie Ann, to look at just the rest of her peers. I hit this button, and now we're looking at the opposite of that. Just those that were not Carrie Ann. Okay? So you've got the ability to look at that. We've also now got the ability to save this as a set. And there's a number of different reasons why you might want to save a group of filters as a set. The simplest one being that you want to bookmark this, and maybe I've made a few clicks, added some logic. I want to come back and view this exact filter group tomorrow, to the next day, next week, next month, and so on, right? I want to bookmark this group, and keep in mind, we're not bookmarking this set of data, we're bookmarking the filter configuration, and that's important because as new data is loaded that fits this filter configuration, when I log in next week, I'm going to see those new data values here within this set of data, okay? So what you can do is you can save the filters as a set, and so what I do is you choose to save as a set, and then you just name it. Carrie Ann costly claims, right? Because we did it based on cost and by Carrie Ann agent, and so let's choose to save that as Carrie Ann's costly claims. And now what you're going to see is our set bar has now dropped to 535 because we saved this as a set, and we're working with a set of data that's got 535 claims within it. So what you'll see if I click on the set bar, I've got a list of all of the different sets that I've created here. Here I've got Carrie Ann costly claims, my 535 timelines, and I've got the ability to access any one of these different bookmarks. Okay, and as I bring that up, right, I've got the logic here, I've got my set, and so on. Or I can go back to my all timelines set and wipe out all the filters, and now I'm going back to my working set. Or excuse me, my full population. So these three bars, if they don't already speak for themselves, project is always going to be the number of process instances that you've got, will always be 100%. Okay. Set is going to be the number of instances within your working set as soon as you select the set, right? I'll then see that number, and you'll see my current within that set could change because I can filter based off of anything new, and now I've got two filters set. Our set is still the same because it hasn't changed, but our current working set has because I've added a new filter to that. All right, and I can remove that unsafe filter and go back to my overall set. All right, so that's how you can utilize these three, and what you should be aware of. Again, the key one for me at least is you always understand the set of data that you're working with. Okay, and if you have filters set, the rest of your analysis is going to be based on that exact the filtering logic and that subset of data that's contained there.